And he said, thy name shall be called no more Jacob, but Israel. For as a prince hast thou power with God and with men.
You see that? God changed our name to Israel. Instead of all these names that we got in captivity from our slave masters, our last name should be Israel.
That's right.
what God says. Because it is our power.
That's right.
It means prince with power with God and men. All right? Go ahead. Read it again.
And he said, thy name shall be called no more Jacob, but Israel. For as a prince has thou power with God and with men.
You see that? Power with God and with men. Because we connected to God and we're supposed to be ruling all men on the face of the planet.
That's right.
That's what this nation was created for.
Right.
That's the power God gave us. So how did we fall? How did we fail? Give me Isaiah, what is it, 50?
59.
50 and 20? At the head of all the streets. 51 and 20. 51 and 20. Get this, get this. Let's see how did we faint from that power? Read this.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 51 and verse 20.
Bring it up.
Thy sons have fainted. They lie at the head of all the streets. As a wild bull in a net.
As a wild bull in a net. A wild bull, you can't speak to them.
Bring it up.
They're just roaring all the time. You can't get through to them. Right? Go ahead. They have no direction, no aim in life. Read. That's our people. That's what some of us right here.
That's right.
We had no aim in life because some of us thought our lives meant nothing because we had no goals. We didn't know who we are.
That's
But
right.
when we found out who we are and what God said about us, guess what? We changed. Guess what? The tattoos that we had, that we did for gang affiliation, that means nothing.
Bring it up.
Because we were looking for some kind of connection to some kind of family. Guess what? That means nothing. All those tattoos mean nothing.
That's right.
That's no power in those tattoos. That's against God. That the tattoos make you lose your power.
That's right.
Because God said, don't print no marks upon you. That's a commandment of the Lord.
Right.
Read this again.
Thy sons have fainted. They lie at the head of all the streets. As a wild bull in a net. They are full of the fury of the Lord.
They are full of the fury of the Lord. Turn the camera on. Turn the camera. They are full of the fury of the Lord.
They want to make God.
Our people are smitten with madness.
God. Psalm 8.
Just speaking words with no meaning whatsoever.
Bring it up.
Read it again. Read it where you left off. Sorry.
They are full of the fury of the Lord. The rebuke of thy God.
The rebuke of thy God. Because we all facing the curses.
That's
No
right.
matter where you are in society, whether you think that you're high above, and when you know that you're in the low and in slums, we all have to face the curses.
That's
because
right.
we all got to suffer as a nation.
Bring it up.
Blacks and Hispanics, we all got to suffer as a nation. God's curses. For why? Because we broke his commandments.
That's right.
Therefore, hear now this, thou afflicted and drunken, but not with wine.
You see that? Hear thou this, thou afflicted. Don't you see that you're being afflicted?
Bring it up.
Living in the hood is affliction.
That's right.
Paying taxes is affliction.
Bring it up.
Blacks and Hispanics. Until we start collecting taxes from other nations, then we're in rulership. But guess what? Yes, you are a God. But guess what? You gotta start thinking like a God.
Bring it up.
You can't be thinking like a man and call yourself a God.
The book is already in you. You God, the book is already in you. Why
The book is already in us?
You already say you're God. That
The book
means
is,
God.
how does the book get in you?
Because you God.
Huh? How does the book get in you? I'm gonna show you this. Deuteronomy 28:28. I'm gonna show you. The book, I can tell, because when the book is in you, you speak the words of the book.
That's right.
That's when you know the book is in you. When you speak in madness, the book is not in you.
That's right.
Read this. You speak in your own heart. Read.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 28.
Bring it up.
The Lord shall smite thee with madness.
That God says he will smite the Israelites, you so-called blacks and Hispanics, his chosen people, with madness. 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 It is madness to think that you can sleep with your sister and then create a child and then have a single parent household.
Bring it up.
That is madness. You need both parents in the household.
That's
It's
good.
madness to think that you could use drugs to escape the oppression that you're in. That is madness. There's madness to think that you could drink cans of beer on the side of the street and think you're going to wake up the next day and something's going to change.
Right.
That's madness.
Bring it up.
It is madness to think that you could go into a gang and think nothing is going to happen to you. That is madness. God will bring judgment upon you. What you said? Psalm 82 and 6?
Psalm 82 and 6.
Of course. Of course I know what it say. But guess what? This is what the Bible said right here. Read this.
Oh man, Psalm 82.
The Lord shall smite thee with madness.
God says he will smite the Israelites with madness because we broke his commandments.
That's right.
And blindness.
And blindness. And blindness. You don't know who you are.
That is never something.
You don't know who you are. You think you're black or African American or a Negro.
You are God.
Read.
And astonishment of heart.
And astonishment of heart. Go to what he's reading about. Go to what he's reading about. Because we are gods, but guess what? You're going to die like men because you refuse to keep God's commandments.
That's
Read
right.
The book of Psalms, chapter 82 and verse 6. I have said, ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High.
We are supposed to be children of God. The children of God do not act like this.
Bring it up.
Children of God do not behave like this.
That's
He
right.
said, he that cannot bridle his tongue, his religion is vain. You can't keep your mouth quiet. God says, read it again.
I have said, ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High. But ye shall die like men.
You see that? Gods don't die.
Bring it up.
So guess what? We gotta die because we broke God's commandments.
Yes,
we gotta
right.
have knees on the neck because we broke God's commandments.
Right.
We gotta have bullet holes in us because we broke God's commandments.
Right.
We're created to be immortal. But
That's
guess
right.
what? We choose to follow in the ways of the other nations.
Right.
We choose to be on drugs. We choose these things. That's why we gotta die like men.
Bring it up.
Read this again.
I have said, ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High. But ye shall die like men.
But ye shall die like men. Ye shall die like men. It says we are gods, but guess what? We shall die like men. Because
the men gonna die, but not the spirit. The men gonna die like men. The men
all
gonna
people
die.
are crazy.
Not the spirit.
All people are
Not
crazy.
the God.
Yes, read it,
Not
read
the
it.
God.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 20.
Bring it up.
The Lord shall send upon thee cursing, vexation, and rebuke in all that thou settest thine hand unto for to do, until thou be destroyed, and until thou perish quickly, because of the wickedness of thy doings.
see, because of the wickedness of thy doing. Because the wickedness of your doing. That's why we're going to perish. Read.
Whereby thou hast forsaken me.
Whereby we're forsaking God. We're forsaking God. That's why we got to die like men.
That's right.
That's why we got to die like men.
All that gonna die, but the God is gonna die.
Oh, really?
Oh man, you drinking and hanging out and doing all
really?
that. Oh, that man, who he gonna die? He
God
gonna,
is,
the God
able
is
to
gonna
destroy
die.
both your soul and
The
body.
God in you, it ain't gonna die.
Matthew 10:28. Give me that. Matthew 10:28. And come back here.
Oh, that kind of man. Oh,
We're going to show you. We're going to show you because you refuse to break, to keep God's commandments. Watch this.
The book of Matthew, chapter 10 and verse 28.
Bring it up.
And fear not them which hath which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul.
So, not able to kill the soul, read.
But rather fear him,
Or God, fear him. The him there is God.
which is able to destroy both the soul and body in hell.
See, that God's going to kill both soul and body in hellfire because you refuse to keep God's commandments.
That's right.
God is able to do that. So if you want to refuse to keep God's commandments, guess what? God's going to destroy you.
We used to scream black power while Oram was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.